Hi everyone, it's Evangeline here at eTrailer. Today we have the Yakima MOD System medium-sized GearCrate. This is going to be a hard shell robust storage crate that you can use with your mod system or on its own. It is going to be stackable and a practical mix of hard shell and canvas. So we're going to take a look at some of the different features it's going to provide for you for your storage needs. I currently have it attached to our HomeBase. The GearCrate is going to include the mounting hardware, and we'll take a look at how that installs later in this video. But the reason someone might add a GearCrate to their mod system is the HomeBase doesn't have much space or clearance when it comes to height. The GearCrate is going to allow you to carry larger and bulkier items. And while it does have the lid on right now, removing the lid allows you to carry even taller things that might not be able to fit in your drawers, whether it's a HomeBase or your mod topper. To access your cargo, you pull on the four corners and release those straps. That way you can remove the lid and get your things. So for the amount of space you have for your cargo, while you are limited by the corner brackets, I like to measure from wall to wall. So for width, we have 15.5 inches. For length, or what some people call depth, we're gonna go for 19.25 inches. And then for height, if you still want to close your lid over your cargo, you have about 10.25 inches of clearance. If you wanna leave your lid off, totally fine too. If you want to fully load this up, you do have a weight capacity of up to 40 pounds. Some things you can add on to this system are the Yakima MOD System micro totes. We have those in there, and that allows us to really organize our cargo inside. On the outside, you also have some options for storage. You have these molly strap style straps that you can just fit items into, or tags in the front that you can use to attach carabiners for further storage. Or on the lid, you have this string cord, which is stretchy. That way you can put your lighter but bulkier items like our rain jacket or a ground tarp. Tension can be adjusted here by the side. The dimensions of the crate are 20 inches long, 16 inches wide, 11 inches tall. That will help you figure out if you have space for it inside your vehicle, especially if you're using it as a second level to your HomeBase, or if you're using it on its own and stacking it up with other GearCrates. When you grab your crate, this lifts out of the brackets on the HomeBase, and you have 4 handles. So 2 on each side, just to give you options for what the best way for you to carry it may be. Since it does have that max capacity of 40 pounds, ideally you shouldn't have to be carrying too much weight, but having the option to carry it the best way is great, especially since it is reinforced in those corners to give you support. To install your crate onto your mod system, you have 2 brackets. You do get these little channel nuts. Attach 2 of them to each bracket using the included bolts, and that will allow you to slide the bracket in through the tracks. Again, make sure you get your front and your rear brackets in. Before you tighten those brackets down, I recommend sliding your GearCrate into them first. That way you can adjust them and make sure that everything is level. Make sure that front bracket is centered over your GearCrate. That's going to be the most important one to get right. See here how it's flush against the strap on the crate? That's how you know you're even. To tighten these brackets down, you do get an Allen key. I personally like to use the torque tool that's included with some of the other Yakima accessories. That way I only need to keep track of 1 tool at a time. These need to be tightened down to 3 Newton meters, which is pretty much hand tight. Your torque tool is set to 3.5 Newton meters, so you can use that. I would go right before it clicks though. That's gonna be your secure fit for the front and the rear bracket. By the way, this mounting hardware is the same thing that you can use with the mod tote. If you have both of them, this allows you to mix and match their locations. Otherwise, with the GearCrate, this just pops in to your hardware and secures with the front hook. The ability to mount it and secure it to your base system is what's going to make this a lot different compared to your regular storage crate or tote. I use a lot of totes. In fact, I have a tote for every different sport and just switch those around. But my totes would slide around easily and there's not really a good way to secure them. Compared to that, you have your upgrade, which is your mod system tote. And this is great too if you want to carry around larger items and not spend as much as you would for the GearCrate. The downside to the mod tote is while you do have strong walls, you don't have the reinforced corners and hard density walls that the GearCrate has. The lid is super impressive too, where it is thermoformed to provide the best protection for your cargo on the inside. This you can totally stack up compared to the mod tote where you're kind of on your own with one large container. Mixing and matching them according to what you're carrying around is something that a lot of people do. They might put their smaller items in the HomeBase, their larger items in the mod tote, and the items and cargo they want to protect in the GearCrate. So hopefully this video helped explain how the GearCrate works, how it looks, if it will even fit in your vehicle, and that way you can decide if it matches you and your lifestyle. If this is something you're considering as the mid-range storage add-on for your mod system, make sure you get the right one for the right size HomeBase. Again, this is going to be the medium size, but this is also available in large and extra large. If you want something that's even more secure, check out the mod topper, which is going to be a hard drawer similar to your HomeBase. Any of the add-ons you saw in this video are available on our website, but right now, this was a look at the Yakima MOD System Medium GearCrate here at etrailer.com.